Hello everyone, Donna Gray here, your Stamping Up demonstrator from the Northern Rivers area in New South Wales, Australia. I'm jumping on Facebook Live this morning just to have a little bit of crafty fun with you. I haven't been on Facebook Live for a very long time, so I thought I would jump on and just do a bit of live crafting. I was playing around with the Hey Chic bundles. So the Hey Chic bundles at the moment are available for us to purchase. We have Hey Chic, which was a celebration item, I think 2 years ago. They've actually brought it back. It was such a popular set that they've brought it back, and they have added dies to it, and they've also added the Hey Chic, Hey Birthday Chic to it as well. So it's really, really awesome to play with this set. So I wanted to jump on and just have a little bit of a play. So good morning and welcome to everybody that's joining. Hello, Vicky and Matthew. Hello, welcome. So please feel free to share and hit that like button, because you all know that Facebook like the sharing and the liking. So hey Christine, how you going? So make sure you share, because you never know who on your Facebook profile might be interested in a little bit of crafty fun. So I wanted to have a bit of a play. I'm just going to case a couple of things in the catalogue just to jump on and have a bit of a play. And I also wanted to show you that we have a background stamp that goes perfectly with this Hey Chic bundle. And as a special for this week only, so from Thursday this week until Thursday next week, for anybody that places an order with me online for $150 or more, I'm going to give you a free all wired up background stamp. So if you're interested in placing an order, and plus you must remember that if you place an order for $150 or more with me online, you will also get my free global creative project tutorial bundle on the sand and sea, which is super, super awesome at the moment. All right, so let's get to crafting with this gorgeous Hey Chic bundle. So I'll just change down to my desk. Okay, so we have the Hey Chic, and we also have the Hey Birthday Chic. So two awesome stamp sets. They have matching dies with them. So the Hey Birthday Chic has this awesome happy birthday die, which I think is going to be fantastic. Plus you can cut out the chickens with the birthday balloons, lots and lots of things. You can cut out a garland, so many things with that one. And the Hey Chic has an enormous amount of dies. And as you can see, I have been playing here. But it has this awesome die here, which looks like chicken wire and cut out of foil. It looks fantastic. Hey, Kathy. It has been a while, hasn't it, to catch me live? So I decided that I would just go through and just maybe case a couple of things out of the catalogue and have a bit of a play with the Hey Chic bundle. And the awesome news is our tutorial bundle for next month is going to be these Hey Chic bundles. So it will be super, super fun. Okay. So the first one that I'm actually going to do, I'm going to use our soft sea foam. We have a few images that Stampin' Up have given us, and I'm going to recreate this gorgeous card. So you can see this gorgeous card here. So that's what I'm actually going to recreate for you this morning and show you how to play around with this awesome set. All right, so we have some soft sea foam cardstock, and I've cut it in my usual card base size. So I'm just going to fold that in half, and I'm going to use a bone folder and just crease that nicely. All right, so that's our card base. We're then actually going to do another layer, and it's embossed with one of the textured embossing folders. So I'm going to cut just a layer for the front. So I'm going to cut that at 3 3/4 by 5 1/2. Okay, so we have that. So it's going to be a tone-on-tone layer there. All right, now bear with me. I'm just going to grab a textured embossing folder, And I'm not sure whether I have one just in here. No. We may go with, what have I got? I'm going to use this one here. I think it's the Argyle, or do I have something else? Actually, you know what? No, I'm going to go subtle. I'm going to go the subtle embossing folder. It is the textured weave, and I actually don't have that here in my craft room at the moment. It's actually out in my craft studio for my retreat. So I'm going to use just the subtle one. So I'm going to run that one through. Now, this is one of our old 3D embossing folders. So I'm going to run that through with just the base plate and 2 cutting pads. No, just the base plate and 1 cutting pad. That's it. All right, so I'm just going to bring in the cut and emboss machine. I'm going to place that down on that base plate and then just 1 cutting pad over the top. I think that's right. Yes, it is. You have to stop and think when you've got these old embossing folders what sort of sandwich to do. So if you've still got one of the really old ones, and it will have Sizzix on it if they're one of the older ones. All right, so we've got that, which is awesome. So we've got that. All right, so that was with the subtle embossing folder, and I don't know whether you can see that. It's probably a bit hard to see, but we've got that gorgeous subtle pattern happening on the front. All right, now we need a strip of Whisper White. So I'll just grab some of that. And I've got a strip here that I can probably use. And I think I'm going to do that at maybe 2 inches. Let me see how wide this chook is. Yeah, I'm thinking 2 inches. Okay. I'm going to do that the same length as that front piece. So that's going to be 5.5. Hello and good morning, everybody that is joining. Welcome. 2. Actually, I'm going to do it 2.5. Yeah, that looks good. All right, so we've got it 2.5. Now we're going to need some scrap Whisper White because we have to stamp our cute little chicks. All right, so we're going to use the party animal one, which is this one here. This one's really cute. So that's this one here out of the Hey birthday chick that we're going to use. So I'm going to mount that up onto a block. And I think I'm going to stamp that one in. I'm thinking, do I want to do Mango Melody or do I want to do, no, I think I'm going to do Daffodil Delight. A cute little Daffodil Delight chicken. Now, I'm going to grab just a scrap of my Whisper White that I have here because I have quite a few big scraps and I'll stamp a few of those. Okay, so I've got Daffodil Delight, and I'm just going to stamp 3 of those cute little chicks. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, then I'm just going to grab a sponge dauber and I'm just going to sponge those to colour them. Actually, no, I'm not going to use a sponge dauber. I think I'm going to use one of my blending brushes. Now let me see, it's got colour in it. This little one mightn't. Okay, so I'm just going to use one of my little tiny blending brushes. I'm going to fill it up with a little bit of ink. Now we have blending brushes and I'm just going to blend over the top of those chickens. Okay, so that's actually going to give them some colour. Okay, so we have 3 of our chickens all colored nicely. Now I'm actually going to take, I think I'm just going to take my real red Stampin' Right marker. The reason why I want to do this is these tiny little bits I want to do in real red. And I just think it will be easier with my Stampin' Right marker. Or you could use the tip end of the ballpoint end, or the bullet end, I suppose you call it, of your blends. But I'm just going to color in its cone. Now, I remember I had chickens. We had chickens for many, many years because I loved getting my own eggs. It was absolutely awesome. And I think at one stage we had about 12 chickens in our chicken coop. And I remember when I first got the chickens, I didn't have a clue about chickens. I didn't know anything about raising them, and I got them just so that we could have eggs, so that they could lay some eggs. And I didn't realize that when you first get your chickens, before they're actually I used to buy what they call point of lay chickens. And when they're called point of lay, you buy them that they're a certain age and they're just about ready to lay eggs. And one of the things that I was told about them laying eggs was, hey, Fran, how you going? One of the things I was told about them laying eggs was that they come, first of all, and they have a very, very small cone. And someone said to me, when you're picking out your chickens to get, make sure you get them with a fairly large red cone. And the reason why you get them with a fairly large red cone is that they are about ready to lay. Their cone gets bigger, and it actually gets redder and larger when they're about ready to lay eggs. So I did learn something when it came to raising chickens. And so then every time I went to go and get some chickens, I had to make sure that I picked the ones with the largest, biggest, reddest cone. So there you go, a little bit of factual information there. So now I'm actually going to run these through my little mini cut and emboss, I think, so that we save a bit of room. So I'll grab it. And we'll cut out our 3 chickens. Is that piece of cardstock going to fit through there? No, we'll cut it down. Okay, so I've got my mini cut and emboss. I've got my #1 plate. I've got my cutting pad. I'm just going to pop that on. I should pop it that way so I can see them up the right way. And then I'm just going to line up the die. And isn't it awesome that we have matching dies for these chickens? Super, super cute. Who's already got the chicken bundles? Who was a lover of the chickens and definitely wanted to get the chicken bundle? Now, I don't even know. I probably did have the Hey Chic in my supply, in my room of my retired products, but you know what? I didn't have time to go and look, so I just ordered it anyway again. All right, so we have one cute little Hey Chic there, and I just lost the die underneath my bench, which I'll just have to duck down under there and grab it. Okay, so we'll cut the other 2. So the cute little Hey Chic, get it right. That one there. Whoop, and it moved. I knew it would. I need to hold my breath while I'm putting that plate on the top. Or as everyone keeps telling me, use a bit of washi tape or a bit of painter's tape. But you know what? I just have never done that because I always use a magnetic plate. All right, so I'm going to run that one through. Okay, and we've got one more, and that one was a bit off to the side there. One more to go. So now any of these items can be purchased right now through my online store. And if you want to shop with me, you can go to stampingwithdonnag.com, or you can even call me on my mobile 0421 725015. Now that banner is always in the top of my videos. So anytime that you ever need to find my shop link or my phone number or my email, you can look in any of my videos and you will see that at the top. And it's also in the show more box down below in YouTube and in the description of this video. All right, so there we have 3 of our cute little chicks. So we have that. Now we need, I'm just going to pop that die back in there so I don't lose it. Oh, when I was supposed to go and get my my heat gun out of my craft studio as well, because I'm going to have to heat up some sentiments. Let's celebrate you. All right, so I'm just going to grab a piece of, I've got Versamark ink, and I'm using a brand new Versamark ink. So, and my embossing buddy is out there as well, but anyway. And I'm going to grab some black cardstock. So you know what? We're just going to go with the flow and hope to God that there's no static on here. And see if we can emboss my white embossing powder. You know what? I'll be back in 1 minute. I need to find the embossing things. Okay, I found my white embossing powder. I'm going to have to use a non-generic heat tool, because my heat tool is out in the room as well and it's under too many things. So I just will heat emboss off to the side anyway, so you can't see the heat tool that I'm using. Just imagine I'm using the Stampin' Up one. All right, so I'm going to ink up the Let's Celebrate You. And as I said, I hope this has no static on it anywhere. We'll do that. Let's Celebrate You and some white embossing. Hello, Kathleen from sunny Florida. It's been pouring rain here all night. It's not raining at the moment, but it has been pouring rain all night here. Okay, so I'm just going to tip that. Can I get it to go in there? Yes. And how lucky am I? Oh, look at that. How lucky was that? So there wasn't much static on there, so I'm pretty lucky. All right, so I'm going to heat that off to the side. So I'll quickly heat that and be back. So with embossing, you just wait until it goes white and smooth and creamy. It goes bubbly at first. So we've got, let's celebrate. You've got a bit of a frog in my throat this morning. Okay, so we've got that. I'll let that cool off for a bit. All right, so I'm now going to, I've got some beautiful ribbon here, and it's a ribbon that goes with, it's all the flowering suite with the sunflowers, I'm nearly sure that it goes with. So it's the Just Jade gingham ribbon. And I'm going to do a cute little thing down the side of this, but I actually want to do something just here. In theirs, they haven't got anything on that Whisper White, but I'm actually going to stamp with that gorgeous stamp set that I said to you, the All Wired Up. I'm actually going to stamp that. So I'm going to, now all it is, it's a background stamp. I'm just going to ink it up. I'm going to get a little bit inky while I'm doing this, but I'm going to ink it up in, I think I'm going to ink it up in Smoky Slate. Kathy said we had a downpour and thunder here in Minnesota, crazy on March 10th. Exactly. I'm a little bit sick of the craziness. All right, so I've got Smoky Slate, and I'm just going to ink that up. Now, I'm actually just going to, with this, I don't even care that it doesn't touch everywhere. I'm just going to lay that down, and I'm just going to press in some places. Okay, so just going to press in some places. And can you see that? So I haven't got like an even all over look. I've just pressed in some places. So I've got some parts that aren't stamped and some parts that are. I'm just going to pop that aside so I don't get that all over me. So I think that just creates a really nice background for that piece rather than it just being plain white. So, I mean, we all resonate with the chicken wire when it comes to our chickens. All right. So now with this ribbon, what they've actually done, I'm going to bring in a silicone craft mat, and I'm going to run some Seal Plus down the edge of that Whisper White layer. All right, so right on the edge. And then what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to, and I want to have that it's going to go around the other layer. So I'm going to leave a tail. I'm going to leave a tail on both ends, but I'm actually going to just gather this up. So it's actually not hard to do. You just keep sticking into your Seal Plus. And can you see I'm just putting little tucks in it? Just every now and then a little tuck. And that's going to give us just a little gathered look on the other side of our card. And then I'm going to leave a tail on that end as well, because I want to be able to wrap it around on. Okay, so you can see there, you've got a cute little gathered ribbon look there. So I'm going to cut that off, and then, oh, everything just ended up on the floor. Did you hear that? Actually, it wasn't everything. It was just my bone folder. Okay, so now on this layer, I'm going to layer that on, but then I'm actually going to wrap it around. So I'm actually going to pop it up onto some dimensionals, which I have here under everything. Okay. So I'm going to pop a row of dimensionals down this edge here. So just like that. And I'll pop another row down the opposite edge, like that. And then some just up on the top and bottom. Top, bottom, and middle. All right, so we're going to pop up that. It is a cute ruffle technique, isn't it? And it's just something different for a ribbon rather than just having straight ribbon. It's really nice to be able to do that little ruffly technique. All right, so now I'm actually going to line that up. It's going to be level with the top and the bottom of my card, but I'm going to leave a little gap on this side. Okay, so just like that and like that. Okay, so it's popped up. And then I'm going to add some Seal Plus just here, and we're going to wrap our ribbon around into that. That way it hides the end of your ribbon. So like that and like that. And there you have a cute little ruffled edge ribbon. Cute as. All right, so now I'm actually going to pop some Tombow on the back. Actually, no, I'm going to pop it up. I know that this will cost extra for postage, but do you know what? I love the fact that you have that wow factor of your cards. And, you know, if it costs a little bit extra for postage, it's very worth it for the recipient to get an awesome card that has some dimension in it. So we're just going to pop some dimensionals all on the back there. Taking those backings off. And on their card, they've got the 3 chickens all lined up. And they've chopped one poor chicken's head off up the top. Okay, so we have like that on our card. And then they've arranged the chickens. Got this one going this way, this one here. And this poor one, they've cut the head off it. I don't know whether I want to cut his head off. I want him to be crazy. I don't mind cutting the little rear end off this one, but I don't know about cutting the head off. I've got a thing about cutting heads off chooks. I know that that's what you do, but you know. All right, so I'm actually going to, with this one, I'm going to pop some Seal Plus on him and pop him down up the top. So we'll have him partying going that way. We have this one partying this way, which I think we might pop him up there. There. And then we still got to do our balloon yet. You're going to give the ribbon technique a go, Fran? I agree. All right, so we're going to do that for that one. Then this little fella, we're actually going to cut the base of him off. So are you ready? Hopefully it won't hurt. I'm sorry. Oh, and he's going to need more, I think. No, we'll pop him over there. Okay. So we'll pop a bit of Seal Plus on the back of him. And we'll pop him over to the side. Cute. All right, so we've got to stamp our little balloon. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to take this stamp and I'm going to mount it up onto a block. I'm just going to stamp the balloon section of it. So I'll mount him up on a block and I'll stamp it with, I'm thinking maybe Smoky Slate. So I'm just going to ink up just that balloon section and stamp it. And then we'll also, ooh, okay. So don't press down too hard. That's not good. Okay, let's try again. Do you see how I've got that big splotch in the middle of my balloon? It might look okay, but it's not supposed to be there. So we'll try again, and I'll try not to ink it up as heavy-handed as what I did. Okay, so we've got to tap very lightly. Are we ready? We're going to tap very, very lightly so we don't get that. Okay, this one will be better. There we go. Look at that. Perfect. It could be a little bit of a splotch on the balloon. It could be something that we could just leave there anyway. Bye, Christine. Thanks for jumping on for a little while. All right, so I'm just going to grab the die now for that one. And I'm going to run it through. I'm just going to cut it out and run it through like that. And then I'll probably color it. Actually, I'll color it beforehand. I'll color it the same way. We can, do we want to do a yellow balloon? I'm thinking it can have a yellow balloon. We'll do that with the, no, I'm going to use this. This one here has a different color. Let's do a Rococo Rose balloon. Seeing our in colors are going to be leaving us soon. We'll do a Rococo Rose balloon. Okay. Look at that. A cute Rococo Rose balloon. All right, now we'll cut it out with our die. So I'll bring in the mini cut and emboss again. And we'll pop that on there. So even though we're not cutting out the whole die, we can still cut out our cute little balloon. So like that. And run it through. Hi Bree, how are you? Welcome. Okay, so we've got that. Pop that aside. So we have our cute little balloon, and then I'm just going to cut off that excess. And I'm just going to fussy cut a little bit because I was a little bit off with how I sat that balloon. So we've got that cute balloon happening. Now they've used the gorgeous gold out of our Forever Greenery ribbon combo. They've used the gold trim to make the bow. And of course, I want the bow to stand out a little bit more. So I'm actually going to do a double bow because you all know me. I struggle with the twine, but I don't struggle if I do it with double thickness. I think it's how thin it is. Who agrees how thin it is that it makes it a little bit harder for you to tie a bow. Okay, so I'm going to wrap that around and hopefully get both pieces and tie our bow. Cute. Okay, so we've got our bow sorted. Now, with our sentiment, what we're going to do is we're going to cut this sentiment up. So I'm just going to cut through. And I don't know about you, but black and white sentiments to me at the moment are absolutely awesome on cards. They stand out so well. So let's celebrate you. Okay. So we've got that one and that one. Okay, let's trim this little one down. And you can see it doesn't have to be perfect because the sentiment's not straight anyway. Okay, so let's celebrate. I need a little bit off the top of that. There we have it. Now they have just randomly placed those around. So let's celebrate you. I'm going to bring them down a bit. I'm going to bring them down into here. That looks pretty cute. And then we're going to put our bow up in through here. But we don't want, I'm going to pop that up. I think I'm going to attach my bow to my balloon, and then I'm actually going to pop it up on dimensionals. All right, so to attach the bow, I'm just going to use a glue dot. I'm just going to grab a glue dot and pop a glue dot just on where that bow section is, like that. Ooh, and then the glue dot just stuck to my finger. Okay, so let's try this again. Let's try this way. This is either going to go really good or really bad. Okay, so there. Okay, we've got a glue dot. All good. Now I'm going to pop that up onto a dimensional.
that, and that. Okay. Glue dot just stuck to my bench. I am not having a good time with this glue dot. You know what? I'm going to stick the glue dot to the bow. Try again. Okay, so I'm going to pop the balloon up there. I'm then going to pop the bow into a glue dot. Why are the glue dots not my friends this morning? And we'll pop that on there. So that's looking cute. There we go. All right, now let's celebrate you. So with that, I'm just going to, with my liquid Tombow, and the beauty of doing these sentiments, you can just pop them on in any arrangement. They don't have to be neat and tidy. So that's the whole idea of hand cutting your sentiments, is to have it fun and quirky. Let's celebrate you. How cute is that card? Honestly, it is simply gorgeous, I think. So do you want to do another card? Do you think we have time to do another card? Who wants another card? Hit that like button if you think that you want to have another card. Give me some hearts. Give me some thumbs up if you want me to make a second card. So it's really, it's a cute little set. That one was the happy birthday to you. So a super cute set. There we go. I can see some thumbs up. Thank you. Awesome. All right. So let's make another quick quirky card. Which one will we do? I know what we'll do. Okay, there's a Slimline card that they have, which looks super cute as well. So we might do that one. Okay, where did I see that one? Ah, there it is. All right. So I've got a piece of Balmy Blue. Now, this one is 7 inches by 8 inches. And I would probably more or less go, I would say probably to at least 7.5 inches. I'm just using this because it's a scrap piece of paper, a scrap piece of cardstock that I had. So I decided that I would just use it. It's an offcut. All right, so I'm going to make a Slimline card. So who out there that's watching, who has attempted a Slimline card before? So cute, but you're still not keen on the chicks. I know, but some people are keen on them. I find that, I don't know why, but people that live in the US seem to be really keen on the chickens. I mean, I like the chickens. I think they're cute, but yeah. Okay, so we've got to have some Whisper White cardstock here that we're going to stamp some of these chickens. So I folded that in half, and that's actually going to give me a card front size of 3.5 by 8 inches. So I'm actually going to need a piece of Whisper White cut at 3.25 by 7.75. So we'll do that for a start. 3.25 by 7.75. And that's actually, well, we need 2 of these because we need one for the insert and one for the front. So that's actually going to give us a layer here on the front. And I'm going to do a backing layer for that one as well. Let's grab another piece of that. Okay, so I'm going to do this one at, what did I do that one at? 3.25. Yeah, I probably needed to do it at 3.5. So I'm going to do 3.5 by, I'm going to do it 7 7/8. Let me see what that looks like for the inside. Yes, perfect for the inside. Okay. The crazy haired one will win you over, Bree. I know, it's pretty cute, isn't it? The crazy haired one. All right, so we've got that and we've got that. I think I'm going to do another layer for that front
And I'm thinking I might do it in Night of Navy. Okay, if I can grab my Night of Navy that wants to come out. So I'm going to do that one at 3.5. By 7 7/8. Try that. That's going to give me a good layer for there. Yes. I'm going to take that one down. That one. I'm going to take it down 1/8 of an inch. Yeah, just 1/8 of an inch. So that one was 7 3/4. I'm going to take that one to 7 5/8, just to give me a really good layer for that front. That looks better, much better. All right, now we've got to use a scrap piece to stamp some of these chickens. All right, so I've got a scrap piece here. We're going to stamp. What have we got? Okay, let me see. So we've got this one, the one that we just stamped. So I've got that one, that one. We're also out of this one, we're going to do the other one here and this one here. Yeah, we're going to do the whole 3. Okay, so that one and that one. All right. So we'll mount those up onto a block. That one and that one. I actually need to show you something special this morning. I don't know whether we can do this or not. Let me see if you can see. Can you see who's joined me this morning? Little Theo is in here crafting with me this morning. It's a very unusual sight. He's decided to come and join me and he's quite happy. That's why the door behind me is actually opened, because when I tried to craft, he was picking at the door on the other side, wanting to get out. So I think he's been missing me. I think he's decided that he wants to come and craft with me for a bit. So he decided to join us. Anyway, let's get back to this stamping. All right, so we're going to stamp one of each of these chickens, and I think I'm going to do them in, you know me, I don't like black. So I think I'm going to do them in, do I do them in basic grey? Oh, I know what I'm going to do them in. I'm going to do them in early espresso. So we're going to have some brown looking chooks or chickens, chicks, whatever you want to call them. I know I called them a chook in one of my videos once before, and everyone's like, what is a chook? And I'm like, it's a chicken. It's a name for a chicken. Okay, so we've got this one here that's eating. She's happy. She's eating away. We've got this one here that she's standing up like going, hey, what are you doing eating? Look at her. Hey, what are you doing eating? And then this one is just like, I'm just having a party. I'm just enjoying myself and having a bit of a party. So we've got a few different versions of our chicks there. All right. So I feel like maybe I'm going to sponge them again. I think I'm just going to do them in like crumb cake and do I have a, yeah, that one will do. So I think I'm just going to do them in crumb cake and yeah, I don't know, maybe soft suede. I don't know. We'll just do a little bit like this. So crumb cake. So we'll have them crumb cake chickens. like so. Okay. And then I think I might go a little bit darker with some colouring, and we might do some soft suede just to add a little bit more colour. So on this one, we'll do a little bit of soft suede up in the top. And this one here, we'll do a bit of soft suede all over the body part. And then this one here, we'll do a bit of soft suede just in that bottom section there. Okay, so we've got a bit of colouring happening there. And then once again, we'll go in with our real red, and we'll do their cute little cones, because these ones are quite happy and chirpy and they want to lay some eggs. So we'll just get that real red happening in there, and that little bit there, this one here. Actually, by the look of the cone on this one might be a rooster. What do you think? It's got a bigger cone than the others. Or do roosters not? No, roosters have a cone, don't they? Okay, like that. And then I'll probably use my pumpkin pie for the beak. There, and there, and there, and maybe a little bit of pumpkin pie on the feet. This one's got some feet that we can colour in. I know mine had not actually pumpkin pie feet, but they had, I would say, more like Daffodil Delight feet. Their feet were quite yellow looking. Funny little feet they have. And yeah, by the look of the feet, I think this one could be a rooster. Chook is your nickname, Crystal, really? Really? All the way through high school? Okay, this one's only got 1 foot. Not sure why, but anyway. These are cute little critters. Hey, Kim, how are you? I decided after seeing you live, I thought I'll jump on and do a live video as well. Why not? And I haven't been on Facebook for so long. So anyway, if you're just jumping on and just caught me, please feel free to share back onto your Facebook pages, so that back onto your Facebook profile, so that people can see us crafting and have a bit of fun with us. All right, so now they've done 3 chooks. I need to cut them out, because I need to have them cut out ready to go so I can place them on my card and see where I'm going with it. So let's get those cut out. Oh no, so they started calling you chook in your class, Crystal. That's funny. All right, so now let me see. Do we have matching dies for all of these chooks? Okay, so we have that one for that one. So let me see in the other packet, which is where. Okay, where did I put it? There, underneath my paper trimmer, of course. Okay, so we've got that. We're also going to need our cute little fence. We're going to need our little greenery. We need our little fence. Yep, we have that chook, that one, and that one. Okay, so let's get some of this cut out. I'm going to cut out this because you need to see this, because I think that's super cute. All right, so we'll cut out our chicks first. So we're going to do this little baby here. So we should be able to cut these 3 out all in one go. Well, maybe we could, if I'm good enough, but they may all move.
Okay, that one. Oh, my finger seems to be sticky. Now, that one. This one. How do you think I'm going to go? I feel like as soon as I put the other cutting pad on, they're all going to move. Okay, let's hold our breath and see. Hold your breath, hold your breath. Let me see if I can get these without moving. Oh my God, I think I did it. Okay, run it through. Get it through that machine. Go for it. Get it through. Doesn't want to, yes. Okay. I can't let go because I don't want them to move. This is crafting at its best. You're loving the chooks? Have you started designing your card yet, Kim? Mine's already done. That's why I'm now playing with the chooks again, because I was playing with them and I was having so much fun that I went, you know what? I'm going to play with them again. Okay, so I've got my 3 chooks all cut out. Cute. All right, so we're going to need 3 of these out of green. We might use pear pizzazz, maybe. I'm thinking pear pizzazz because it's quite soft, the colouring. At least with this one, I can run it through quickly. Okay, so we need 3 of these little corn plants. One. These are cute. Look at that. Isn't that cute? Cute as. All right. Another one. Run it back this way. So we need 3 of those. So sometimes when you are stumped for some inspiration, just case the caddy, case the catalogue, case the photos that you see, case someone else's idea, as long as you give them credit. I'm giving Stampin' Up the credit for this because these are all Stampin' Up images, what I'm casing here. But it's super cute. Okay, so we've got our 3 corn plants. Get that one off there. 3 corn plants. Now we need 3 of our little fences. So we're going to do those in, I'm thinking, Sahara sand. Okay, so let's cut some of that. And we'll cut 3 little fences. Where did my fence die go? Okay, so we've got those. Where did I put the fence? Okay, where did the fence go? Ah! Lordy, lordy. What did I do with the fence? It's not in there. Is it in the Hey Chic bundle still? I had it out. Oh no, it's still in there. Thank the Lord. If you could see my desk, you'd understand why I'm in such a turmoil. All right, so let's cut that out. Let's get rid of those ink pads. Next to the bone folder. No, that's the chicken wire. I'm going to cut some of that too. Just because I can. I don't know why, but I am. I'm just going to drum it up a bit. I mean, I case things, but I have to add my own little bit to it. You know, like the other one was cased, but I had to put the chicken wire stamp in behind, which I could probably chicken wire stamp this one again as well. Okay, so that's the second one. Vicky, you are so true. Vicky's saying bigger the craft area, bigger the clutter. And it is so true because I have a big craft room. But yes, it's definitely cluttered at the moment.
My mum and dad are coming in this morning and they're probably going to look at me and go, oh my Lord, look at the mess you have here. And I'm like, yeah, I know, I'm hearing you. But I've got to get prepared again for another 2-day retreat again this weekend. I'm full swing into my retreats. I hold them consecutive weekends. So I've got one this weekend and I've got another one the weekend after. And people say, you are crazy to do consecutive weekends. But you know what? The hard work is all done. All I've got to do is set my room up each weekend and just sit and craft with people. Who doesn't love that? All right. Oh, I was going to cut out some of that. Let me cut out some of that on, I think I want some of this gorgeous brushed metallic cardstock. So I may pop that one through as well. Okay. Big enough to go that way. Yes, that's good. So I might do a couple of these, and I might just use a little bit of this here and there. Just for something. Oh, that moved. Okay, go again. This is super cute. When you see this, it's super cute. Are you ready for it? Look at this. How cute is that? And then all of those pieces pop out. Well, they will. Let's cut a second one. Can I do a third? Will I have enough room for a third? Lord knows. On. I could have enough room, maybe. Do I? Yes, I do. 3. I'm going to do 3. Just because I can. It's just that my craft area is not cleaned up, and I normally like to clean things up and then do a live, but then when I found out my mum and dad were coming a bit later, I was like, oh, I could jump on and do a live video. Why not? So I decided to jump on and go live, as you do when you've got nothing else to do. Well, I do have things to do. I just choose not to do them. All right. So I'm just going to try that. Nope. We're going to just pop them out individually. That's probably going to do my head in, but anyway. Now, whenever you have an intricate die, I know people have been talking about the butterfly dies and getting them to cut properly. Now, if I had have done this up the other way, if I had have put the cutting blade up into the top cutting pad, you would find that I would have no problem whatsoever with this cutting out properly. And mind you, my plates on my little mini cut and emboss, I need new plates. I have them ordered and I do have them. And that is one of my main issues as well. My plates need replacing. Okay, so I don't know whether I'm going to use these or not, but I'll leave that plucking until later, till I decide whether I'm going to use them or not. So in the card that I'm doing, they actually have, this is the card here. So this one here. So they actually have like a little bit of blue in behind where our cute little chicks are going to sit. So we have this funny, quirky party one happening up there. We have the one that's eating its feed down through the bottom here, like that. And then this one is being quite happy up through there. So we're just going to put a little bit of a blue, and I'm going to use my Balmy Blue. So we're just going to put a little bit of a blue haze in behind so that it gives them, so it looks like they're sort of
got a bit of sky in behind them. So I'm just going to do that. I need to have a scrap piece of paper beside me so I can go like that. And then we're just going to do a cute little blue haze like that there. Okay, now the next one, we're going to do a cute little blue haze over the opposite side, so over here. Okay, and our last one, we're going to do a cute little blue haze down here in that corner. Okay, so we have, and blending brushes are awesome for this because they give you that beautiful soft blending action. All right, so we have our cute little fences, and I've only done one of these for each. They've done two, but you know, I'm only going to do one. There is some cute little corn kernels that you can, corn cobs that you can put on these as well. But you know, I was like, are we really going to be here all morning trying to do all these? So I thought, I'm just going to go with the flow. Now, I sort of feel like I wouldn't mind some of that cute chicken wire just peeking in behind. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm just going to, we've got one that really, oh, that one comes apart pretty well. So I'm just going to cut, I'm just going to use a partial piece of these and just pop a little partial piece onto each of those. So that one there, I'm just going to use just that much. Okay, so that's actually going to sit just in there. So I'm just going to pop a little bit of that on each one. This one I might pop a little bit more because I've actually been able to pop that out a little bit better. So that one can be up the top here. Okay, let's see if we can pop some of these pieces out. Whoa, that sounds like my mum and dad now. Anyway, we're nearly finished with this card. We've just got to assemble it together. Now, when you've got these intricate pieces, the best thing to do is to use your silicone mat and a little sponge dauber, and that helps you glue things on. All right, so we're going to bring in the silicone mat and not a sponge dauber, a cute little foam, and I had it here. Whoops. Once again, losing everything. There it is. Okay, so using your sponge and some of your liquid glue. And I'm just going to, with that, I'm just going to turn those pieces over and pop a little bit of sponge, a little bit of glue on the back. And then you can adhere those just down like that. Okay. And then we're just going to do that with all three of those. So it just adds a little bit of glue on the back. So we'll pop that one just in there. Okay, and this last one we'll pop just down on that bottom. Here. I'm going to do the same thing with these cute little corn plants. So just a little bit of glue, and we're going to pop him up there.
Same thing with this one. Now it's okay with the corn plants not to have glue all over them because we only want it glued down to sit in behind our fence. Are you all still there? Because it's so quiet. No one's saying anything. All right, last one. Down here. Okay, our little fences, we'll do the same thing. We'll use a little bit of that glue and stick our fences in. So we have one little fence here. Oh, you are all still there. I was like, it's so quiet. No one's saying anything. Another little fence through here. You're enthralled and it looks amazing. Well, Fran, you know, maybe I might sell you on these chicks. You said you weren't really into them, but, you know, you might see this and go, you know what, they are pretty cute. Okay, so we've got our last little fence down through here. All right, and that's crooked, but we'll put it straight. And then we're just going to put the quirky little chicks in now. Let me get that glue out of the way so I don't end up with that everywhere. We're just going to pop our chicks up onto some dimensionals and we'll pop them on. So this little baby is down the bottom, eating away down here. She's having a great time. This one here is calling out to all of her friends saying, come on, you're going to come with me. I'm going for a bit of a walk. Okay, so we're going to go like that. She's going to stand up here. And this one's just chucking a party. This one's just a party chook. She's having a great time. So just remember, our tutorial bundle is going to be the Hey Chic bundles for next month as well. So we've got the Sand and Sea. So that's the Global Creative Project Tutorial Bundle. And that's available right now. And if you see in the description above, my website, stampingwithdonnag.com, if you just go to shop with me and you can click on tutorials and you can purchase just a month on its own, or you can purchase the tutorial bundle for 6 months and save and get 1 month for free. So you only pay for 5 months if you pay for 6 months up front, which costs $110. If you pay for that up front, you get 1 month for free and you will get them sent out to you automatically at the beginning of each month. Or if you're interested, you can just purchase, if it's a bundle or a suite that you're really into and you think that you would like to see the tutorial bundle, you can purchase a month on its own for $22 here in Australia. And it doesn't matter. You can live anywhere in the world and you can purchase the tutorial bundle from me. So it doesn't matter where you live. Okay, so we have that on the front. And then I'm actually not going to do the insert. Like, my mum and dad have just arrived to visit, so I'm not going to do the insert. I'll quickly stamp the sentiments for this and pop them on. So the sentiments say, still a spring chicken. Happy birthday, you're still a spring chicken. So that's out of this one here. Happy birthday. So let's do happy birthday, you're still a spring chicken. We'll do that on some Whisper White. So I'll mount those onto some blocks. Okay, so happy birthday and you're still a spring chicken. Okay, I might do those in maybe early espresso actually, because I've done the chooks in early espresso. If I could find the early espresso ink pad wherever I put it. Okay, we're not doing it in, we're going to do it in soft suede. I can't find the espresso ink pad. Okay, so let's go like that. You're still a spring chicken, and happy birthday. Okay, now we'll get some sort of punch which we can use. Maybe that one, or maybe that one. Let me see. Happy birthday can go in this one. Easy as. Actually, I'm going to do that. Okay, so I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to put it back in with a Post-it note and cut it a little bit smaller. That one's okay. Still a spring chicken. Okay, let's find a Post-it note here somewhere. Oh, just found the old espresso ink pen. So I'm just going to grab a Post-it note and I'm going to stick it back into my punch and punch it a little bit smaller. So this is something that you can do with any of your, no, I need to do it the other way, that way. Okay, so I'm going to pop it back in and I'm going to punch it along that top there, and I'm going to change it into a totally different shape. About there. About there. Okay, so can you see that? I've turned it into a totally different shape, but it's made it a little bit littler. So I'm going to do the same thing with this one because I think I can cut off a little bit of that bottom bit. There. Stick it in. So that's a good trick. If you feel like they're a little bit too big, you can make it into a totally different shape, but just cut it down a little bit so it makes it a little bit smaller. There was one packet of those Post-it. Oh yeah, the lined ones. Yep. Okay. So we're going to go happy birthday up in there. No, I'm going to do happy birthday here. And then we're going to do you're still a spring chicken. There. Okay, so I'm going to glue those in. So happy birthday in through there. Actually, I want to go under his foot. There. Happy birthday in there. And you're still a spring chicken. Down through here. How cute is that card? Super cute, honestly. If you haven't got these Hey Chic bundles, I'm telling you, after those two cute cards, look at those. Absolutely such a cute set. So as I said, anything that I have used today can be purchased through my online store. This Hey Chic bundle is going to be our tutorial bundle for the month of April. So if you were interested in purchasing our Global Creative Project tutorial bundle, please feel free to go over to my website, which is stampingwithdonnag.com, and you can click on the shop with me, and the tutorial bundles are available there under the tutorial tab. So thank you everyone for spending a little bit of time with me this morning. And as I said, if you're watching this back later on, if you haven't liked and followed my business page, please feel free to do that and share it back onto your Facebook profile, because you never know who out of your friends might like to see a bit of crafting. So until next time, everybody have a wonderful week, and I will see you all again soon. Bye.